Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Pure Biology. Today I come with another video that is related to the mollusca, classification of the mollusca. And before going to this explanation, I want to say thank you to all of you who have already subscribed my channel. And I say towards the newcomers, if this channel is helpful to you, so obviously you subscribe and share for the growth of this channel. Okay, so let's continue. That is the classification of the mollusca, and the Latin word, this is the mollusca, and meaning of this, the soft nut or the soft fungus. Okay, so here I just try to explain just up to subclass. Okay, so here this is the phylum mollusca, and the classes are the Aplacophora, Polyplacophora, Monoplacophora, Gastropoda, Bivalvia, Scaphopoda and Cephalopoda, and these are the subclasses. Okay, these are the subclasses of Placophora. It has two subclasses. One is the Chaetodermomorpha and another is the Neomaniomorpha. Clear? And in case of Gastropoda, there are three subclasses: Prosobranchia, Ophistobranchia, Pulmonata. And Bivalvia, it has the five subclasses: Protobranchia, Theriomorpha, and Paleoheterodonta, Heterodonta, Anomalodesmata. Clear? And in case of the Cephalopoda, there are three subclasses. One is the Nautiloidea, next Ammonoidea, and Coleoidea. Okay, so this is extinct. Okay, extinct. Clear? And so today we will learn some features related to classes and subclasses with examples, and obviously the feature of the phylum mollusca. And here I just try to explain about the external features only, because only external features are helpful to identify any species. Okay, so you just check out the internal features by consulting any invertebrate book. Clear? And here, so I will explain only the external features of the species. Clear? Okay, so here are some external features related to the phylum. First one is the bilaterally symmetrical, and second one is the body soft and unsegmented without a body cavity. So bilaterally symmetrical means the single plane, one single plane divides the organism into two identical halves, just like this. Clear? And here are another kinds of symmetry. That is there are two kinds of symmetry generally. One is the bilateral, another is the radial. So radial is that the structure or the organism that can be halved at multiple planes to produce identical parts, just like this. Okay, this type of symmetry is called the radial symmetry. Clear? Second part is saying that body is unsegmented. That means no segmentation or no proper segmentation of the body, and they haven't any body cavity. Third one is a presence of external dorsal shell. Okay, dorsal shell. Okay, they have a shell or the dorsal shell present, just help for protection, or it provides them protection. Fourth one is the body is with an anterior head and a posterior mantle cavity. Okay, anterior head, two parts of the body. One is the anterior, another is the posterior. The anterior portion, here the head present, and that bearing with eyes and sensory tentacles. Okay, and there is another ventral foot, large ventral foot, that is also present. Okay, these are all present in the anterior side. Clear? And a posterior side, that is the mantle cavity. and within the mantle cavity, visceral mass or except head, ventral foot, tentacles, the visceral mass that is present within the mantle cavity. And what is the mantle cavity? Mantle cavity is nothing but the folding of the body wall. Okay, the folding of the body wall, and within this folding of the body wall or the mantle, within the mantle there is the visceral mass. Clear? Next one is the toothed chitinous tongue-like ribbon that is called the radula present, and this help them for feeding. Clear? Next one, seventh, that is the last point. The respiratory organ is the tenidial gills. Maybe one or more. Maybe one or more tenidial gills that present in the mantle cavity and the pulmonary sacs. Clear? So these are the features of external features of the phylum Mollusca. Next, we will learn about the class features and the subclass features. Okay. Okay. So first class, that is Placophora. Okay. And what are the features of the Placophora? This is the worm-like body, and body generally covered by the cuticle, okay, and absence of shell. There is no shell. Foot absent or reduced to the ventral ridge, and mantle is obviously present with some, in some cases with some spicules, obviously calcareous spicules, and head that is without eyes or tentacles. This is the class Placophoran features, and under this class there are two subclasses. What are that? Chaetodermomorpha, and second one is the Neomaniomorpha. Okay, and first one, the feature is the mantle covers the body entirely. In the first case, the mantle that covers the body entirely. Okay, and a pair of bipectinate gills. What is the bipectinate? That means if this is the ridge of the gill, so gills are present in the both sides. So this is called the bipectinate gills, and these are located in the posterior mantle cavity. And its example is the chaetoderma, and this is the rough sketch of the chaetoderma. Clear? And here you can see the scales, tenidia, bipectinate gills, and this is the circular plate. Okay. In the second one, subclass B, that is the Neomaniomorpha, here the mantle covers the body except the ventral ridge. Okay, not fully. Here the body totally covered by the mantle, but here the ventral ridge is not covered, and the gills absent here, but secondary gills present, and these are present in the form of folds or papillae. Clear? Folds or papillae, and these are generally example of this subclass, that is the Neomania. Okay, Neomania. Okay, you just give me some time for labeling this one. I just forgot about that. Okay, so this is just one labeling is that this is the ciliated groove, longitudinal ciliated groove, this one. Okay, so feature is that there are no exact gills, but secondary gills present in the folding form or papillae form, and the body is not fully covered. If this is mantle, okay, this is mantle or the body wall fold, so only cover this portion within the mantle, but this ventral region is free. Clear? So these are the two subclasses, and next class is that Polyplacophora. Okay. So you can see the class 2. Which one is the class 2? Class 2 is the Polyplacophora. Okay. So this is the Polyplacophora. The feature is that body dorsoventrally flattened and the dorsal surface covered by the 8 shell plates, okay, and the creeping foot is present on the ventral surface and head is poorly developed, not distinct here, and with eyes and tentacles absent. Generally eyes and tentacles without, that means head is without eyes and tentacles. An example is the chiton species, and here this is the rough sketch. Obviously I here the only drawn about the dorsal surface, okay, dorsal side of the chiton, not the ventral side, so you cannot see here the foot that is present in the ventral portion. Clear? So here what are the features? 8 shells must be there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This one, this one, this one, these are the 8 shell. Clear? 8 shells must be there, shell plates obviously, and this is the dorso-ventrally flattened, that means dorso-ventrally flattened, okay, both side dorsally and ventrally flattened body, and there are the head obviously present, not distinct properly, and eyes and tentacles absent, and creeping foot present, and that is present in the ventral surface. Next one is the class 3. Which one is the class 3? That is the monoplacophora. Okay, monoplacophora. And what are the features? The body covered by the shield-like shell. Okay, shield-like shell, weakly muscular circular foot at the ventral side, and 5 to 6 pairs of the monopectinate cnidaria, and head distinct but poorly developed. Clear? These are the features. Example is the neopilina, and this is the neopilina. Okay, and here obviously I have drawn only the dorsal side, not the ventral side. So this is the neopilina. What are the features? Shield-like body. Okay, the shield-like shell present here, head present but poorly developed. Clear? And here the cnidaria also present, that means the gills in the monopectinate form, just like this. Bipectinate, that means this, okay, in the both side. The gill rays are present in the both side, and monopectinate means only one side. And third point is that the foot, circular and the muscular foot, that is present at the ventral side. Next one, class 4. This is the gastropoda. Gastropoda is that what? Features are that muscular foot and the visceral mass both present. Okay. Visceral mass is twisted to 180 degree. That's why torsion is seen. And due to torsion, the head and foot both are present in the anterior side. Not head is in the anterior and the foot is in the posterior. No, head and foot both present in the anterior side due to the torsion or 180 degree rotation. Clear? Of the visceral mass. Third one is the shell, that is asymmetrically spiraled. Okay, shell is spiraled, and head with eyes and tentacles. Here head is distinct and with eyes and tentacles both are present. Another organ here present, that is the ostradium. This is the sensory organ. Ostradium, that is the sensory organ, and obviously bipectinate cnidaria or the gills present. Clear? And now we will learn about the subclasses of the gastropoda. So continue with me. Okay, so subclass A, that means under gastropoda, first one is the prosobranchia, and second one is the opisthodranchia, and the third one is the pulmonata. Clear? So in case of prosobranchia, first feature is that mantle cavity and contains organs that are located anteriorly. Okay, all are located anteriorly. Second point is that an operculum is present that covering the shell mouth. Okay, suppose the shell mouth means the shell is just cover the body, and the mouth of the shell means you can see the snail obviously, just like dead. In case of snail, the shell is the mouth of the shell that is covered by one structure that is called the operculum, and it is first seen in this subclass. Okay, an example is here the patella. Okay, patella, and obviously the snail. Snail means pila. Okay, pila. And subclass B, that is the opistobranchia. Here, various degree of detorsion. Okay, till this subclass A means prosobranchia, the torsion is seen. But in case of ophistobranchia, there the torsion is totally absent and the body is detorsion is seen in the body. Okay, just like this. Okay, and in that situation, what happens to the torsion situation? That mouth or head and foot, that both are present in the anterior portion. But here the anterior portion is this one and the posterior portion is this one. So no torsion is seen here. So detorsion of the body is seen here. And head bears two pairs of tentacles. Okay, head bears two pairs of tentacles. Next subclass, that is the pulmonata. Here the gills absent. Gills absent. So mantle cavity here converted into air breathing lung. Okay, and with the contractile opening, this opening is called the pneumostome. An example is the achatina. So I generally haven't drawn the picture of the achatina, obviously round picture, because you know all the snail or the terrestrial snail, and achatina is the example of that. That means the scientific name of the terrestrial snail. We generally see them in the garden, obviously. So achatina is the terrestrial snail. So I just haven't drawn any picture of the achatina. So this is the example of the achatina. Now these are the subclasses of gastropoda. Okay, next class is another, that is the scaphopoda. Okay, so first class 5, that is the class 5 is which one? That is the bivalvia. Okay, bivalvia. What are the features? Laterally compressed body enclosed within the pair of shell halves. Clear? Two within the two shell, just like within the two shell, there are the body. Okay, or the mass of the body present within the two shell. The two shell means two shell halves. The body mass present, foot present, this is blade like, and mouth with two pairs of the labial pulps. Okay, next subclass under of this bivalvia, the first one is the protobranchia. Okay, protobranchia. What are the features? Presence of bipectinate gills. Presence of bipectinate gills and a pair of palpal tentacles. Tentacles present. Example, Nuculus species. Okay. Next subclass, that is the pteriomorphia. Okay. The features are cemented body attached to the either substratum, or sometimes some are free. Okay, maximum they are attached to the substratum, but some are free. Second one is the mantle margin not fused. Example is Mytilus. Next is the subclass C, that is the Paleoheterodonta, and here the valves are equal with a few hinge teeth. Valves equal with few hinge teeth and inner nacreous layer present. Here one kind of layer we generally have seen, that is the nacreous layer, that is present. Example is the anodonta. The next one is the heterodonta, and here the valves equal with cardinal teeth and siphons, that is one kind of sensory organ, this is present, and here the nacreous layer absent. Example is solex. And last subclass, that is the anomalodesmata. Okay, anomalodesmata, and here the valves with no teeth and mantle margin fused and siphonated. Obviously siphon present here. Example is the Pandora. And actually 5 subclasses I have to explain here, so that's why I haven't drawn any rough pictures there. So if I will get time, then I will draw the pictures of the 5 subclasses. Clear? Just I have to explain the 5 subclasses in clearly and in a jot down way. So that's why I have written here the features, 2 features of each, and with examples. Clear? One example. And next class is that. Okay. So here first one is the Scaphopoda. Scaphopoda is the, here the features are that tubular and tusk-like shell. Okay, just like tubular or tusk-like shell, but with the both side opened. Okay, open at that both ends. Second point is that buccal mass possesses a radula. Radula is present here and body enclosed within the mantle. Clear? So example is the dentalium. Next class, that is the Cephalopoda. Cephalopoda here, the foot modified into prehensile arms that are not well developed. Prehensile arms or tentacles, and siphon also present, or siphon you can say. Shell absent here or reduced, and well formed head with large eyes. All are present. Head well formed and obviously large eyes, both are present. Under this class, Cephalopoda, there are 2 subclasses. One is the Nautiloidea, another is the Coleoidea. Okay, Nautiloidea, that is obviously this is extinct. No, this is not extinct. This is not extinct. This is living. Nautilus. Example is Nautilus, and here the arms without suckers. Arms without suckers and 4 cnidia present. Clear? And the external shell is seen. And second subclass, that is the Coleoidea. Here the shells internal and 2 cnidia and 8 arms present with suckers. Example is the Lollipop. Okay, so today I haven't so much time to draw the rough structure of the species. So if I will get much time, so then I will draw the rough structures of the molluscan species, and I will upload that video as the second part of the classification of the mollusca. Okay, so this is the total features of the classification of the mollusca I have completed today, and due to less time I haven't drawn any rough picture here, so that's why I'm very sorry. Okay, so please continue with my channel and support me for the growth of this channel. So thank you.